This is crunch time at Romford's Roller Bowl, the final stages of the first ever Willie Mosconi Cup. Europe against the United States in Pool's version of the Ryder Cup. The United States need just one more victory to take home the trophy. Can Lee Tucker start a miracle for Europe? Let's find out.
First rack, first set. Europe to break.
And the 9-ball rolling towards that bottom pocket, but I don't think anything's going down. There's the speed gun figure. And his opponent, Paul Gurney, strides to the table. Here's the break again, Jim.
Hit him pretty well, but obviously not well enough. Here's the 7. Well, I'm not too sure if that's exactly what Paul wanted. Got the 7, but he also got the snooker.
And will Lee Tucker be coming with ball in hand in just a moment? Paul Gurney from Kansas City. And deciding how he's going to get out of this snooker. And that was the plan. Well, ball in hand and one ball less on the table.
With the ball in hand, Lee Tucker comes to the table. Put that white anywhere you want it. The blue 2-ball will be next. Then the red 3, the 4-ball already having been dismissed. You'll concentrate on the orange 5. Then the 6-ball, that's the green one there. And he really shouldn't have any problems.
Well, this will settle whatever nerves are twitching with 34-year-old Lee Tucker from Upton Park.
Just back for the 9-ball here, and Lee Tucker will have opened accounts here, taking the first rack in this opening set.
And that will do him a power of good and do Europe a power of good. So down he goes, and Lee Tucker wins the opening rack, and the home crowd cheer him to the rafters. There's the score. Lee Tucker 1-0 in the opening set.
Second rack, America to break.
So Paul Gurney makes the break in the second rack. Lots of effort. Will anything go down? No, it won't. Number 1 ball up the top, same end of the table as the white ball. And Paul Gurney, like all the Americans, puts everything into it, doesn't he?
Well, I got to take a note. I guess you got to get that leg in the air. That's the secret. Lee's played a safe shot here, Chris, but he's left Paul an opening to get through to the 1. And when you're playing safe in 9-ball, it's really pretty important to try and snooker your opponent.
1-0 to Lee Tucker at the moment in the opening set. And Paul Gurney leaves a bit of a gift. It's the 2-ball, the blue one after this yellow. Let's remind you of the scoring. Best of 3 sets to win the match. 5 racks per set, but a player must win by 2 clear racks, and it's sudden death if it gets to 4-4. And a nice shot there from Lee Tucker. Good position on the 2. The red 3 will be after this.
I don't think he's going to like that one. You can see where the white's finished, and as soon as he hit it, he knew. Didn't get enough force follow on the white.
Jump shot coming up.
Well, I talked to Lee yesterday, and he was practicing some jump shots on the practice table out there, and this is one area in his game he felt needed some dramatic improvement. Let's see if that practice has helped him.
Well, Lee is, or was, a very good snooker player. Oh, disaster all the way around. Was a very good snooker player, was a very competent 8-ball pool player. Given them both up to concentrate on 9-ball. But needs to work on the jump shot, Jim.
Now another look. Just using the shaft of a cue, a pool cue. He had to get it up over that 9 very quickly. As it is, the foul committed. Ball in hand for Paul Gurney. The purple 4. Then the orange 5. That's the next ball after the one he's attacking. Then the green 6. Over for the 7 on the cushion. And if he gets that far, Chris,
we'll let him look at the 8-ball.
We won't have any choice.
This then to level it up in the opening set. The world trick shot champion for 17 years in a row. You could die happy just doing that, couldn't you, Jim?
Well, Paul really plays the exhibition tour in America. He says that competitive edge has left him. He needs to get that fire rekindled. And that is not a very good shot. Well, he's going to have to throw caution to the wind now. He's got to let fly at that 8. Will he be lucky? That's really just nothing more than careless.
Good news and bad news. And this must be then Lee Tucker's rack. Unless I put the curse of the commentator on him. Down goes the 8-ball. It's the 9-ball to go 2 racks to 0 in the lead. And he's done that. And the fans like it. Paul Gurney knows he was in with a chance of taking that rack and levelling it up. But there's the score. Lee Tucker 2 racks, Paul Gurney 0. It's the opening set.
The referee with the good tight rack. It's very important in 9-ball.
Third rack, Europe to break.
Lee Tucker makes the break. Now, has anything gone down this time? And again, the answer is no. And is there a route? Just, I think there is, not 20 miles an hour. So Lee picking up a bit of pace on the break.
Well, he'd like to get through to the yellow 1 ball. I'll just show you where that is on the table. That's the 1. Does he have a path?
The 2 ball is in the middle. Well, he can get through to it, but he couldn't put it down. Now, can Lee see that? Can he pot it? Can he get back for the blue ball, the 2 ball in the center of the table?
Good shot, had to be well judged. Heart of the pocket, but he's going to require another one if he's going to continue.
Well, going for the safety shot didn't quite come off, did it, Jim?
Still, it looks as though the 7 would be blocking the path for a double to that middle pocket.
And suddenly, some pressure on Lee Tucker.
Now, can Lee Tucker see the 2 ball? That white very close to the 6.
He's got to come off the cushion, I think, and he knows it.
Looking for a gap between the red 3 and the 9 ball.
Foul.
And just when it looked as though Lee might make it 3-0 in the opening set, there's the possibility of Paul Gurney coming back to reduce the deficit.
With the cue ball in hand, always favorite to run out the rack.
And Paul Gurney's had some interesting jobs in his time. He's been a radio announcer, a DJ. He's even been a manager of a couture fur salon, if you'll pardon the expression.
You can see the red 3. He's just coming to have a look to see where he wants to stop that white so that you can see that 4 just to the left of your picture.
That's the purple ball.
The orange 5 will be the next ball on. Using the 6 to stop the white. And Paul
he wants more than a ripple, doesn't he?
He thrives on applause. He's a real exhibitionist.
And still only a ripple.
That was the green 6 that should have gone down and almost certainly will now. And will probably cost Paul Gurney this opening set.
That's it again, not for the first time, a ball just bouncing between the jaws of the pockets. This time Lee Tucker, though, puts it away.
He can scarcely believe it.
And I think Lee Tucker was a little bit astonished to come back to the table. Well, a bit of work to do here.
8 ball into the top left pocket. Got to be careful not to foul the 9, though. He's got it.
And he's got position on the 9 ball as well. set with a whitewash, 3-0. And Paul Gurney, who's been on the receiving end of a whitewash at the hands of Jimmy White in this tournament, sees it all looming again.
Well done, Lee Tucker. As you said, 3-0, he takes the opening set. Still a best 2 out of 3.
Lee Tucker off to a great start then by winning the first set. He's also a rack ahead in the second.
Second rack, second set, America to break. Foul.
Well, he's had a good start because Paul Gurney has not had a good start. A foul shot on the break. It's ball in hand for Lee Tucker.
Just deciding where he wants to place it. Leaving himself a nice angle on the 1 to come for the 2 ball. The 3 ball in the center of the table, that's the red one.
And Lee Tucker looking good. Well, he was looking good then.
He'd like to have that one over. That's the 3 ball. There's the 3 ball circled in the middle, but you can see Lee's problem. A little bit of a bonus though, by nudging the 6 and the 5, the green and the orange one. He's made the table a little bit messier should he make a mistake here and miss the 3.
Well, not a bad shot at all.
Good hit. I wonder if Paul's going to try and knock that black in using the 3 here.
Absolutely right, Jim. Leaving a clear path for the red 3 ball.
And the 4 to follow, right beside it. But it's the orange 5. Paul looking where he wants to position onto the 4 to give himself an angle to be able to attack that orange ball.
And down goes the 3 ball.
Played a good shot there, Chris. He can really consider himself a little unfortunate not to have landed on the 5 ball.
Is he going to come up to the top right-hand pocket for this?
Played the long double. And these shots into the center. And Paul knows we've seen a lot of these missed. This is quite an event covered by Sky Sports here in Romford.
Well, a brave bank shot, but again he lets his American opponent in, so Lee Tucker will not be best pleased about that.
The orange 5, the ball on. Green 6 will be next, followed by the 7.
And this looks as though Paul Gurney might level it up in the second set.
Certainly looks like breaking his duck here, and we didn't want to see a whitewash anyway, Chris.
Certainly not. Paul's far too good a player to deserve to be whitewashed twice. And Paul Gurney levels it up then in the second set. And he'll feel a lot better about that. It's 1 rack apiece in the second set. Lee Tucker, the winner of the opening set.
Third rack, second set.
So,
Europe to break.
Lee Tucker to take the break. He's seen his 1-0 lead disappear, but he's 1 set up. Oh, and the white ball hops and skips around, but it stays on the table. But sadly, nothing dropped in the pocket.
And
19 miles an hour, says the speed gun for our West Ham United supporter.
but Lee has yet to fluke a ball off the break.
To pot a ball off the break. Let's be kind, Jim.
Well, I'd like to see him call which one is going to go in. The long yellow.
So are they all flukes then, are they? So are you happier with him putting that one in as he meant to do it?
Excellent position. The 3 up to the corner. A little bit of screw back for the 4 to the bottom left.
Lee has been playing on the European tour and has got to the semi-finals a couple of times. Orange ball next. After the green, the brown.
Looks in a very confident frame of mind. His play is really sped up.
Well, I think if it had played like this late last night against Vivian Villarreal, it might have been a different result. He lost to the American number 2 lady. But he puts down the 9 ball and he goes ahead in the second set. And the fans here are pleased with that. So Lee Tucker 2 racks to 1 ahead in the second set, 1 rack away from overall victory in this match.
Rack 4, second set, America to break.
It's the Roller Bowl here in Romford. It's the venue for this 1994 inaugural Mosconi Cup.
And now it's Paul Gurney's turn to be astonished that nothing dropped. He didn't fluke anything either, Jim.
21 miles per hour, the speed rating. Didn't get that foot as high as he did last time.
Arthritis probably setting in.
It's been a long week.
Could be a long night.
The 1 ball to the top right-hand pocket, though he's looking at it into the right-hand middle.
was going to be greedy then and go 2 for the price of 1, wasn't he?
He's left himself a nice gap between 2 balls to get to the blue 2 ball.
Putting very well indeed at the moment. A lot of confidence from Lee Tucker. Down goes the 3 red ball. And we're well into the second set of this match. And this is how it goes. It's the best of 3 sets with 5 racks per set, except that the player must win by 2 clear racks. And if it gets to 4-4, then it's sudden death.
And this is the big shot for Lee. Good position from the 5 to the 6. And I don't think he'll take that one over.
Lee Tucker continues his march towards victory in this rack. Just 2 more balls to go, and he will have won the match against Paul Gurney and given Europe another point. And there he goes. Lee Tucker has won the 4th rack in the second set. He's won the 2 sets, 3-0 and 3-1. And Lee Tucker has every reason to be pleased with himself. And again, it's just tightened the gap in this competition. Lee Tucker then the winner, confirmation there, 2 sets to 0. He won the first set 3-0 and the second one 3-1.
So Lee Tucker pulls one back, but Europe still need to win the last 4 matches to take the Mosconi Cup. Who better to start than Steve Davis and Jimmy White? But they're already 1-0 down to Mark Wilson and Lou Butera.
57-year-old Lou Butera to the table.
America to break.
Can he put the 9 ball down from the break? What a character this man is.
That looks good. You hate money.
He wound it up. Nothing good. Nothing gone for Lou. 22 miles per hour. 57 years old, but I can tell you, still pretty agile by the look of the form in that break.
I wish I could be playing pool at 57 as well as he is. I can't even play pool now at my age anyway. Down goes the 1 ball.
Now looking at the blue 2. Puts it there. 3 will be next. And the 4's down at the other end.
Could you call that a fluke?
You can call that a trick shot. The crowd cheering and in order. 2 first, 3 second.
And 4 is next. Going for the safety shot there and succeeding very nicely.
And they love it. So many times Jimmy and Steve have been at opposite ends on a snooker table. Nice to see them together.
Good shot from Mark. And again, left the whirlwind with something to think about.
How's that for a reply?
Not bad at all.
Two cushion escape and right back at you.
Oh, what a shot from Butera. What a star this man is.
That's the beauty of 9-ball. It can turn so quick. And all of a sudden, the Americans again looking like good favorites here in the second rack.
And he's scampering round the table, Butera is. This is the father of 7, let's remind you. And they're going to go 2-0 up. Yeah, down he goes. Butera makes it 2-0. He's really buzzing. Well, in Chicago, it was the Valentine's Day massacre, wasn't it? In Romford, it's going to be the December massacre.
Yeah, Steve to break, yeah. It's all
The
together.
Mosconi massacre.
That's it. The man with the... Oh, swapping cues, is this?
Oh, got to get the breaker straight.
Oh, I see.
Europe to break.
Steve Davis for Europe breaking off here to save the first set.
Lots of movement still, but nothing goes down. The 1 ball is there. The 9 ball is over a pocket. Is Mark Wilson brave enough? He's looking at it. Not yet.
Putt on the 1. He's going to need another one on this blue 2-ball, just to the left of the black.
And the red ball is back at the same end of the table.
Still going to take a monumental effort to try and clear the rack here.
Well, a sad mistake from Jimmy there, and that allows the machine gun back.
If he misses any more, there's going to be a few dropping dead in the crowd here. Beautifully back for the red 3.
You can see why they call him the machine gun. He hurtles round the table.
The brownish 7 and up for the black 8.
Just the 9 ball to go, and that will wrap up the opening set. Down it goes, and the 2 Americans, Butera and Mark Wilson, have won the opening set. 3-0 whitewash over the Nugget and the Whirlwind. Do you believe it, Jim?
And no one happier than Jeanette Lee. Lou Butera, he's showing why he is one of America's premier 9-ball players.
Gentlemen, please. Thank you.
And Jimmy White, Mark Wilson lag off to see who has the advantage of the break in the second set. Well, who's gonna, and I think it's Jimmy who will have won that one. Mark Wilson sits down, and Jimmy White to take the break.
The second set, the first rack. Europe to break.
And the one ball keeps rolling up towards the corner. 19 miles an hour on the speed gun. Down goes the one ball.
With 2 ball to follow.
Down.
This is the importance, Chris, of a good break. You knock 2 in off the break and just look at how it opens the rack up.
Over for the orange 5 ball. Now it's the brown. And Steve Davis muttered something to his teammate.
It's frozen.
Frozen ball.
Ball announced frozen by referee and Lou Butera.
And Lou looking to make life difficult.
It'll work.
It'll work, says Lou Butera, it'll work.
And it certainly will, but not on Steve Davis's behalf.
No, I became a great game on that shot.
Steve Davis finding one way to win the match without any real problems.
Yes, by default.
Steve Davis then allowing Mark Wilson to come back to the table, and I think we can say without any fear of contradiction, Jim, that this man playing now would have traded all his other appearances in this team competition for this chance to play against Jimmy White and Steve Davis in this doubles match. He's been looking forward to it all weekend.
Well, these Americans have made nothing but friends here, and that'll work too. They've been just treated, their hospitality that has been offered them has been second to none, and they've been a very appreciative crowd. They made nothing but friends this side of the Atlantic.
And even on the second lap,
Foul.
Jimmy can't get near the ball. What a great character Lou Butera is. I'm surprised he has time to play. He's too busy talking to the crowd and to the opposition, to his teammate.
He's an entertainer.
He's just a super man at 57, just absolutely marvelous. And down it goes, and would you believe it, they're 1-0 up in the second set. The score then, 1-0 in favour of the Americans, and they're already 1 set up.
The second rack, America to break.
And that's a useful break. 2 ball over the middle pocket, 3 nearest the bottom left corner.
Oh, stop.
Well, he's either talking to the Statue of Liberty, the crowd, his teammates, or the balls.
Well, he's pretty straight here. It looks as though he's got to get up for the 5 ball after this. I wonder what the old master can figure out here. On the red 3.
Oh,
Hello.
Well, the 5's up here. And you can see that the 8 ball, that's the black one right there, directly in the path.
I'm thinking about playing this one on the side.
He says he's thinking about playing this one in the side, Chris. If he makes it,
Yeah, but
I'm
you're used to
throwing
playing
my eyes
Jimmy.
away. I'll have seen it all.
and I think Steve Davis and Jimmy White are enjoying this. Even when he fails, he's marvellous. How do we join the Butera fan club, Jim?
Eight and 9 for Steve Davis and Jimmy White.
And this to level it up in the second set and to add a bit of respectability to the score. Down it goes. And the European team of Steve Davis and Jimmy White have won a rack. It's level pegging in the second set, but the Americans won the first set 3-0. And Butera's got to go. Steve Davis to break. Can the European team go ahead? There's a 9-ball rolling to that pocket. Oh, so close.
Well, I'll wager where that 9 is finished. Steve can barely make it back to his chair.
Just watch that 9-ball. Not quite got the legs, although it looked as though it was heading straight in. It suddenly stopped. Oh, Mark Wilson wins it from that situation.
What a shot that was by Mark Wilson. Off the cushion, 1 onto the 5, onto the 9. Tremendous.
Book me down for a set of lessons over the next 20 weeks, please. $20 an hour. It's a bargain.
Well, when he can come up with shots like that, they show you the imagination that the Americans have for this game, and that's why they're so tough to beat.
Confirmation of the score. The Americans leading 2-1 in the second set. They won the first set. And Mark Wilson steps forward, would you believe it? Possibly to wrap up the match and the trophy. Well, the table's been half cleared at one fell swoop.
4 balls off the break, 23 miles per hour. Again, another avenue that the Americans excel in.
This is the score of the moment. Remember, the Americans need this match to take the Mosconi Cup.
Nice shot, Mark.
It's 2-1 to the Americans. They're one set up. They could win the game, set, match, competition, the pension rights for a year, everything in this one little episode at the table.
Yes, Lou Butera looks on, but God played a part.
Nice.
And he just played another.
Well, Mark Wilson has blossomed in this game. It was the one he's been looking forward to, and he's been a star. Two balls away from the Mosconi Cup. Down he goes, the 9-ball then, to win the competition. What an honour for this super friendly, pleasant, talented American, Mark Wilson, to win it all. Down he goes. The Americans have done it. It's been a tremendous competition, but Mark Wilson and Lou Butera have beaten Steve Davis and Jimmy White 2-0. Was that not wonderful, Jim?
That is as good a 9-ball as you're going to see. These boys, they did it all. The Americans came over. They had a mission to accomplish. They wanted to take that Mosconi Cup back to America, and that's just what they're going to do, Chris.
What a superb way to win this magnificent silverware. So, Jimmy White and Steve Davis, virtually spectators while all this went on. Well, let's go to our MC, Richard Beer.
Well, it's been an absolutely gripping tournament here at Romford at the Roller Bowl. And now for the presentation, I'd like to introduce the European team, the runners-up. Ladies and gentlemen, Oliver Ortman, Ralph Souquet, Tom Storm, Lee Tucker, Jimmy White, Steve Davis, Francisca Stark, and Alison Fisher. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the 1994 Miller-Pilsner Mosconi Cup winners, the United States of America, Bobby Hunter, Dennis West, Mark Wilson, Lou Butera, Mike Gully, Paul Gurney, Vivian Villarreal, and Jeanette Lee! To present the Mosconi Cup itself, would you please welcome the chairman of Matchroom, Mr. Barry Hearn. And now, ladies and gentlemen, Now, ladies and gentlemen, the captain for the United States of America, to be presented by Barry, the 1994 Mosconi Cup is Bobby Hunter. Ladies and gentlemen, the 1994 Mosconi Cup winners, US of A.